Hey guys, trust always good for you. Welcome back here in our channel and in these videos in which I'm inviting you to reflect with me, to reflect together. If you are on this path towards awakening, liberation, freedom, or to the path feeling better in general, living freely, authentically, expressing whatever needs to be expressed. So, welcome. Today's intention is to put a light, or at least to try to put a light on the emotions and thoughts, more precisely how to distinguish between emotion or sensation, whatever sensation is happening, and thoughts. Because very often all of us are finding ourselves in this trap. Emotion, thought, thought, emotion, emotion, thought, thought, emotion. Like thoughts are generating a story which is being believed, and somehow there is a sensation or contraction which produce more thoughts, which produce more story, and then it becomes like a vicious circle, and there, as if there is no end. Or maybe if there is enough suffering, the end comes. Something like we suffer, oh, it's unbearable, almost unbearable, I can't stand that anymore. And then suddenly the energy releases itself. So what to do, or how we can help ourselves if we notice that there is something going on, something like that going on. First thing first, we have to, there has to be at least a certain amount of awareness or presence in order to be able to see that a lot of story is going on. So this is first. And the story comes with usually with some trigger or some event or something happened to us. The event is happening, it's not happening for me or for you or to anyone. But thoughts almost immediately start spinning around something, as if this is happening to me because I don't know, because they are bad, I'm good, they want to do something bad to me and I want to whatever, or you name it. So whatever event is happening, there is a trigger, and then there is a sensation, and then thoughts start circulating around that. So what can be done in this situation? The best thing which I have understand by experiencing is to try to completely ignore the story, completely ignore what thoughts are saying. No matter how convincing that may be, no matter how powerful, no matter how many proofs thoughts are bringing here, try to completely ignore the story, completely. or use the story for a while just to connect with the sensation. But if the sensation is here present, whatever the sensation is, it may be fear, anger, irritation, sadness. Drop here where the sensation is felt. Like the whole attention from what's going on here is dropping here. I mean, here and in this, whatever sensation is felt. For me, usually is in the belly, in the stomach. For you, maybe in a different place, but usually for me, it's here. So the attention from thoughts is coming here, where the sensation is being felt. And then we sit with the sensation. We sit quietly, not demanding anything. When it is sadness, it's like, oh, yeah, sadness is felt, or whatever is there. When it is an anger or some kind of irritation, usually thoughts are trying to bring back the attention into the story, like whose fault is that? Why do you feel that? What can be done to not feel that? No, we are not buying to that. Now, you can say, okay, I will try to figure it out later. Now I'm going to sit with the anger or with irritation or with whatever. And feel the power, the aliveness, how potent, how vivid is the sensation. And very often when the whole attention is there, usually sensation transforms. Yeah, not immediately, but it starts moving. And then we can try to have a chat with the sensation, to talk with it, to invite it to share its wisdom. And this may sound like something unusual or unnecessary or stupid or whatever. Again, don't listen to that voice. We can have a chat with that energy. That energy is here for some reason. And we can try to see what is this reason. We can ask questions like, would you like to share your wisdom with me? Why are you here? What do you want? And listen. And it will start speaking, not with words, but with you notice what the response. Sometimes images may appear. Sometimes very clear answers may appear. Sometimes it is just a changing of the sensation. Sometimes it is complete silence. Or as if there is a blockage, like as if you can't hear or feel anything. And this is usual when we start doing that. It's usual, it's common. Because this energy is not used to. Like it's not used to the attention. And then we may be surprised that behind most of those energies, most of those sensations, there are protective mechanisms. Like some program is being activated. And the mechanism is activated in order to protect something to protect you. And you start seeing that all these defense mechanism, all these programs, all these contractions and sensations of like unpleasant sensations, they are not coming to hurt you, to make you feel bad, unworthy. But quite the contrary, they're here to help. They're here to support. This is why they are coming. Once this is seen, almost immediately relief is felt. Because you see that it's not coming to harm. It's the same energy which is blowing the wind out there. The same energy which makes the birds fly. This is the same energy somehow contracted. So again, attention from thoughts is into the feeling. Then we are trying to ask simple questions and wait for the answers. Whatever answer is coming, we can say thank you. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. You also may notice that when the attention is into the direct experience, into the sensations of whatever is happening, thoughts are not necessary at the moment and they are not present at all. Story is not important. It becomes irrelevant. It's not important anymore somehow. The need to prove that you are right, the need to defend, the need to, I don't know, to say something just goes away. Because there is no conflict outside, the conflict is within. And once this conflict is no more here, there is no more conflict outside. That's why triggers are happening. Because there is conflict inside. And the triggers from seemingly others, they are like mirrors, shining. What needs to be looked at here. The inner conflict needs to be looked at. There is enough confidence to share that because I see how it is working. I see how this transforms life. And not only like I can confirm that from my experience, but from the meetings I have, from the sessions I have with so many of you, it's working. It's the only way, actually. The only way is to embrace that, to honor whatever is arising here, to include that, whatever is here, to be included. And we become whole again with all parts, all protective mechanisms, all defense. What is this unconditional freedom of or love, which puts conditions, doesn't put conditions, no conditions. Always included already. Yeah, there is no freedom from. Freedom is with. So you can use that, these triggers or these contracted emotion sensations as a door. Story is not important. No one did anything to you. Nothing is personal. And it's good when something like that happens. It's good to have a mirror in this very moment, if it's possible. If not, you can find a mirror. You can ask, reach out and ask. Ask for help, for support. When we are alone, so easy is to be distracted by all these stories. I mean, they are so mesmerizing. All this drama, all this blah nonsense. And I'm not saying that to make myself something apart from that. Of course, I experience these things. And somehow I have a mirror. I can share that with you or with you. Yeah, don't hold back anything. And these things, they will continue happening until they are happening, and then they will stop happening and something else will start happening. Who knows? And we can support each other in that. This is where compassion is coming from. Because it is not, I mean, you are not The only one who had that. We all have these. We all have these protective mechanisms and tendencies to believe in stories and tendencies to somehow think that we are in the midst of all of that and the world is against us. That's why it's good to have to be in a company. Because in a company it's easier. You see that you don't have unique problems. There are no unique problems. Shit happens for all of us. There is no exclusion. How can there be an exclusion? I mean, yeah, be careful about when you hear that there is an exclusion. The fact that there is a confidence and joy sharing that doesn't mean that these things are not happening anymore. They may happen, rare, or even more rare. We are all humans, after all, conditioned human beings. So how do you deal with stories? What are you experiencing? Do you believe these stories? You're trying to prove something? To make a better story? What is your experience being with sensations, with the raw sensations, with this energy of anger, fear, shame, guilt, irritation? Share. Share, how is it for you? And while we are sharing like that, we start seeing that we are not so unique. I mean, our problems are not unique. Our stories are not so unique. These are all stories after all. But there is something common in all of us, in all, from what I can share and meeting people. I don't know how many years already, 2 maybe, I don't know, 1.5, 2. That there is something common in all of us. There is a wisdom which leads us towards joy and ease. We know somehow, there is a knowing that it's not what I was signed up for. There is something else. And yeah, there is something else. There is There is authentic life, authentic expression. And this is unique for all of us. Unique expression, but the same longing. So there is a common longing, the same one and the same longing for the authentic expression to be fully expressed. I wish that to everyone. Much love, guys. See you soon.